I'm Mike Bockus. You can find me at Mike Bockus. I will not interact with you at all on Twitter, but you can feel free to follow, and you'll never see anything from me. But I have two predictions after this talk. The first one is you'll be wondering, man, I would love to work with this guy. Well, great news. I am looking for my next gig. So if you have a position on your team where you think I might be a good fit to use some of these skills, then please hit me up on Twitter. Second, you'll be thinking about all the wonderful talks you've seen today, and you'll be like, man, why did I give my vote to the important talk about important things? That was a mistake. So what I'm going to attempt to show you is everything you may not know about software development or some tools at your disposal. So the first one was really important to me whenever I was trying to mold my kids' little minds. I've got a 10, a 9, and a 4-year-old, and I'm like, you know, you're supposed to grow your children and let them follow their own path. And I'm like, no, you will love coding, and you will love something related to software. But it was a struggle. They were like, nah, you know, I bought them cool robots and all that stuff. But it wasn't until I showed them Fart Scroll that they were like, yes, if I can make websites fart as they scroll down, then I'm on board. So now my 10-year-old is, you know, pulling in this dependency in all of his websites. So, you know, it doesn't matter what it's about. If it's a school assignment or whatever, there will be farts. The next one that is crucial is Cheat.js. Adam Baldwin in his talk was talking about, you know, how important pull requests are and dedicating the time to reviewing each other's code. And I try to make it a habit of introducing Easter eggs in the code just to make sure developers do pay attention, because otherwise they'll pay for it later after I'm gone. Whenever I tell, you know, our customers, here's all the Easter eggs for all the stuff that I've embedded in our products over the years. So it's really cool because you can tie, you know, keystrokes to certain things that happen. So if you want a ridiculous picture to show up or ridiculous logic to happen based on a certain keystroke, then that's always a fun tidbit to pull in and add to your solution. Then there's Comcast Fi, which I work for Cox, so this is perfect. But this is another thing where you can drive your users crazy by just forcing the slow download rate of images and things. And you know, it reminds you of the good old days of dial-up. Like kids nowadays have it too good. You really need to slow things down and be like, this used to be our life. Like this was it. So I want to make sure they understand where we're coming from. And then I thought this was a pretty neat tool. So this guy wrote a Slack extension where if anyone is typing, it will say that he is typing. So if you add the extension to Slack, it'd be like, Mike Bockus is typing. So you're like, is he typing? I don't know. What do you say something, dang it. So that's a pretty sweet extension. So I recommend that one. This one is also really helpful. So if you like to cover up your past sins like I do, then you can just rewrite history to make sure that whenever people are like, who did this insanity, blame someone else, rewrite history. So I plan on using this in all my repos very soon. Then there's also Undefined is not a function, it is now. So I was regretting giving this talk after watching Adam's talk because he was like, there's so much garbage out on NPM, and this talk is like, here's all the garbage that is out on NPM. So this is one, you know, if you want to make Undefined a function just to get rid of those, you know, ridiculous console errors that don't know what they're talking about, then you can use that. Also, if you need a tool to find the FattestCat, this is another NPM module that will automatically do a search against, I think, the San Francisco SPCA department to find the fattest cat available to you, and then download those details. I'm sure you guys are writing all these down. This one, you know, if you misspell object toString, you can use your prototypical inheritance. So that when those typos do happen, you're just really confused. And then this one, so a lot of times at work, I'm like that jerk. Oh, well, I shouldn't say this. You should hire me. But a lot of times if you're like foolish enough to leave your windows unlocked or your computer unlocked, I'll be like, that's it. I am making them pay. So this is one of the tools at my disposal. If I just add this to your bash profile or whatever, this evil shell script will just do a bunch of ridiculous aliases and stuff. So yeah, as soon as you launch Vim, it'll, oh no, thank you.